We have breaking news. I'm toasted.
Hi, and welcome back to Kids Eat Toast Sometimes.
Welcome. Did I do the Zimbabwean joke already?
No.
I think I have.
Where?
In lots of episodes, I say, welcome. If you're from Zimbabwe, you could be named welcome. Yeah, you know, it's all.
Okay.
This is the start. I feel like that also needs to be made clear because I listen to a few podcasts and I never, have they started? Do they know they're talking to people? Start. So if you're listening, this is the start.
And for us when we're editing. And there's three of us here today.
It is. Threesome.
But it's not Rupert. It's not Rupert.
Fungus number 2.0.
2.0.
Justice for Rupert? No. Justice for Jadon.
Rupert is an injustice to us all. So we've got Jadon here today. You know, he could become a permanent KETS fixture.
We could.
Yeah.
We could do the permanent transfer.
One never
TBN.
knows.
Thanks for having me.
We've already had one failed podcast together. What's two?
Yeah. We need to be cancelled.
This one's going to a real audience.
Hey.
So yeah, we had the Left Back Sports podcast, which it's not over. We just put it on ice. We're really trying to think about what we want to do with it, you know, and that's what they break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Talk to people, talk to you guys listening, watching, and so we're trying to make sense of it. But it's exciting and it's good to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. I feel like I'm at an interview now. But yeah, like Sam said, the left back, just taking a sabbatical from there.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I'm filling in for Rupert.
Rupert, he was just training with the Stormers.
I always feel so bad for our guests who are between us. You're just like breaking your neck.
Yeah, I feel like I'm
Yes.
You know, I need to go back and forth so you guys can see one another.
Can see each other. It's a big mess. It's a big mess, but
Don't worry.
it's exciting. And have we got any new reviews, Chloe? People love hearing.
I didn't find any new reviews.
Okay.
No.
And not so
Underwhelming.
much hate mail this week, which is good. It's always
We got a really, really sweet comment on TikTok.
What did they say?
And they said, "Love you guys." Needed to hear that day.
People are never positive on the talk. It's just a lot of hate.
Yeah,
Hairy
it
guy,
is.
Keyboard warriors.
ugly guy.
Yeah.
Ugly guy. Ugly. Who's that? It's Hassan Manar.
I have no idea.
The actor.
The YouTuber Hassan.
The thin guy.
Is that what they...
Cylinder.
No, that's Hassan Minaj. That's an American comedian. Hassan YouTube. Let me see. Hassan Piker. Yeah, I think that's him. That's who they said I am. But if I was ugly and from Stellenbosch, Hassan Piker. Yeah, pull that up if you want. Ugly and from Stellenbosch.
At least I haven't been called a blobfish.
Hassan Arbi is what
Were
he's
you called a
going.
blobfish?
Yeah.
Yeah, close us.
When last week?
No, a couple
Previously.
weeks ago. Yeah.
I heard the other comment, the Down syndrome one.
About Chloe.
Yeah.
Hey, nah.
You get a lot of strays, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's this one. You set them up.
I've got the burner account. They're called Chloe Robert Downey Jr.
User 5673.
Keep everyone humble. No, they'll come for you.
Me?
Yeah.
Bring it on, you scallywags.
But we've got KETS apparel has launched.
We have.
But now we're talking to the supplier, and I can just see why people don't do this stuff. Very tiring.
Really? Oh, you didn't tell me about this. I'm like, yeah, we're selling them. Put your orders in.
It's tiring.
What is it? It's 400 Rand for that t-shirt.
Yeah, 400 Rand including delivery anywhere in South Africa.
Which one? The pink one?
The pink one, yeah.
Yeah.
We only do pink. The apparel, the active wear.
And the white one?
Because people are fat. People are getting fat and no one's telling them that
And the toasty? The one with the toast that you guys had?
We want to still experiment with that. I think we'd like to do... The sizing was a bit on the small side, and we want to do like a bigger, more oversized. You know, there's like trendy, awesome.
Box fit type of vibes.
Yeah, big is in.
Yeah, oversized.
Oversized,
Yeah.
yeah. It's amazing how fat people always wear tight stuff and skinny people always wear
Baggy stuff.
Yeah, you know. People don't talk about that enough.
What an astute observation over there.
For more of these opinions, you're at the right
That's what
place.
someone said to me on TikTok the other day. They said, "Wow, what a big opinion coming from you, Missy." And I was like,
Sarcastic or not?
For sure, sarcastic. I was saying that South Africa needs a common enemy. I think they said your observation skills are unmatched.
That is true. We do need a common enemy.
South African people hate when women have opinions. Even South African women.
Yeah. I agree.
But we're not ready for that.
Yeah.
We're
Speaking
not.
about a woman, November's coming up.
That's got nothing to do with women.
Some of them have a November.
So is this some of the light comedy you'll be bringing to the show? You know, a classic misdirect.
There we go.
Dave Chappelle-like rants.
Yeah.
He might replace me. I've got to up my...
No, I can never do that.
Let me think of something funny now.
But Willies, are you doing November?
I thought you had to be clean shaven to start November, but if you'll still have me, I'll shave and have my moustache.
As you can see, started. Well, as you can't see it.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good thing for the boys and the men to do November.
For the boys.
What is it for? Is it prostate cancer?
And mental
cancer
health.
in general.
Yeah. And they put mental health in it. It was for the balls.
But I mean, like, should humans also like donate money along with growing facial hair? Like, it just seems like it's like a moustache growing contest. And like awareness has been raised. We know what November is. I feel like you should also donate to a charity.
We did a party here. It was a November party. I think I was in second or third year. And then I got blackout drunk and I honestly can't remember what happened to the money.
You woke up with
Because it was like,
moustache.
you paid like 50 rand. No. Please, even if you were to shave my eyebrow off, it would be back the next day. I'm like a lizard's tail. My hair growth, you'll never shave this morning. I had no eyebrows this morning. So, but November is a good cause. But I think you're right, Chloe. It's like, show us the money.
Yeah.
I would be like, if I was someone with a spruce facial hair, I'd be scared about November.
Name Bruce,
you know, like maybe your friend group's like, come guys, we're going to do November. And you're like, you know, like my moustache, it's just like 3 hairs.
Some of my friends can't grow facial hair.
Yeah.
I envy them, to be honest. I don't like shaving. I think it's a
scam. It's expensive
like
as well.
it.
That's why they say, oh, we need tampons free. Come on, free blades for the men.
Gillette,
now we
hook
bring
us
in, give us the nice ones.
That literally makes no sense.
Of course, yeah. You see, I had to try something now. I think I'm now just going to be the idiot of the podcast and just say dumb things.
I think I'm one of the only girls out of all my friends who've never gotten a wax. Like a lot of my girlfriends wax regularly, and then they were saying they do everywhere. Like it just seems really painful.
What do you do? Do you thread or
no? I'm not even that advanced. Just a razor.
Really?
Razor.
Yeah.
I've had my bum lasered.
Really?
It's the truth. Yeah, I get.
Why? Where
And
would you
yet
think
the
I need
hair
my bum
came
lasered?
back.
No, I didn't go. Okay,
Laser
done
on
the
your
shopping.
bums, you need lasering.
You know what could do with a laser? Manot.
No, why?
Or was it when you had your operation?
Yeah, I had an abscess growing above my ass because it comes from an ingrown hair. Many men suffer from this. We're talking hair, we're talking November. Check on your hairy friends. They're probably single and alone.
And then you got lasered.
And then because the ingrown hair causes a abscess, you can die from it. That's what they're telling me. So I had to have a skin graft and then to present
Really?
the
When is this?
skin. I just know I couldn't sit.
Like
so when was I last
2018?
sitting? Yeah, 2018, around there.
Whoa.
Pre-COVID. Yeah. Little did I know
Yeah.
that the whole world was going to get lasered.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not a good time.
That reminds me.
And I would never tell anyone what happened. They say, oh, you've been in hospital. I was like, yeah, from Tuk.
That's why I can't sit on the ground.
Yeah.
You could just say that it's basically like getting
It
a
works in
hemorrhoid.
reverse.
A hemorrhoid, yeah.
Yeah.
What are those stones that come out? Oh, no, kidney stones.
Kidney stones.
Ooh.
You have to pee that out sometimes.
No.
I don't have the facilities for that.
No. Well, you do. So
Don't have the capacity.
you just don't have the capacity.
But it's time for the news, me feel. So what else are we talking about?
We can do a bit of a weekend recap or more of a Friday recap.
Okay.
Jaden, did you go and watch the Bokke?
I was in Langa.
Yeah?
So
Bunga Avenue Langa.
Bunga Avenue, yeah. A couple of my friends from hockey, they said we can come down. Went down, had the most amazing fit cook I've ever had.
Ooh, okay.
Amaguinia, I think
Yeah.
it's pronounced. If I butchered it, I apologize.
Don't worry.
But
Woolworths sell it now, so you can say
They
it.
have a
saw
place
that.
called Woolworths. They have a place in Langa, they call it Woolworths because they make the best fit cooks.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's not Woolworths.
No, obviously. It's just by the circle. I don't even know Bunga Avenue by the circle. There's a place there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing the box. They went past very quickly though. I think town.
I was also going to say they drove a little bit too
Yeah.
fast. You know, they were there and then. But I understand.
I saw everyone. Durban was the latest to complain. They were like, "Oh, this player wasn't here," and that. I would do the one day in my home city. I'm
That's all.
concussed.
Yeah.
I can't see.
Yeah.
I must have surgery. I haven't seen my family properly for like a month and a half. Now you want to wave at me?
Did you guys go?
Yeah.
I fell asleep. I missed it.
Sammy didn't go. I must say, like, I don't think that, like, for us, they are like our royal family. I saw a lot of people saying that. And I think I do agree. But the fame that the Springboks have, it must be pretty scary to get on a bus and just be out in the open. Like I saw that there were a couple women who like lunged at Siya Kolisi trying to kiss him.
Yeah.
No.
East London, I think.
Yeah.
Was it East London?
in
Yeah.
East London.
Sam Kane can't even tackle Kolisi now. A Fetty Boom Boom thinks she's...
She just jumped on him.
Yeah. No, it was crazy. It
And
was
she
a-
jumped in front of him. And she tried to go twice. And then poor Rachel Kolisi got a rugby ball to her head.
Yo.
Shame.
Nah. I feel for the wags though. The wives and girlfriends.
Yeah, they have such a hard life. They have to travel the world, living in luxury apartments and hotels, watching their husbands pursue their dreams. I mean, my
Nightmares, eh?
it's the last thing I think of before I go to bed. How does Elizabethy's wife? No, it's a mess. But good for the Springboks.
Put Pollard on the 10 rand note and I'll be happy.
A 10 rand, shame. That's
Where was it
swag. $100.
We
at
all
least.
use the 10 rand. The 10 rand is the most valuable. The 100 rand, man, that's nonsense.
Put
The
money-
200 rand. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Everybody use the 10 rand. Put him on the 10 rand
10
South
rand.
Africa.
I can't remember the last time I touched money.
Oh, okay.
I'm rich
Really?
like that. Not really. I just Apple Pay. Oopsie. Apple Pay is the most terrifying thing in the world because it
That
obviously
takes
just
my
tings
money.
you in a game.
Yeah. I'm using money that's not mine, but it is
Exactly.
mine.
And then that bank notification quickly pulls you back. How do I switch off SMSs? Come on, apps. Come on. What bank are you with?
Capitec.
Capitec.
I was with Capitec from high school, and I'm just loyal. When we got the black cards, I was like, oh, I'm definitely staying with that. That gold
Introducing
card,
the new sponsor of the podcast, Capitec.
Yo, that would be nice because they'd pay us, not just say, hey, here's a smoothie. Fuck your smoothie. We don't want that smoothie. But in other unhinged news, I think you can maybe hear him barking. Harvey, the dog.
Harvey.
Our new puppy. He's attacked. Not attacked, that's too strong a word. But he
Gnawed on someone.
put someone in hospital.
Wait, what?
No, he didn't. The thing is, if you let him off the lead, he jumps on you. And if you're brittle and you've got skin like any human, then it's...
And if you brittle.
yeah, so no, back on the...
Puppy-like activities from Charvi.
Yeah, so after graduating, he's going back to school. He's going
Really, is
going
he?
to Abbott's for round 2, where he'll undoubtedly pick up worse habits, start smoking and vape niche. So it's good. What, Chloe? What would a KETS tour, countrywide Springbok tour, look like?
What, a KETS Springbok tour?
No,
Where
like if we were touring around the country,
it would be so chaotic.
it would be in a
But it'd
Fiat
be fun.
500 with,
But make
the windows up.
But make it pink.
Yeah,
That would be fun. I don't know how many people would come.
No
Probably
one.
like 3 people.
No one. We don't have good live turnout. It doesn't translate. It doesn't.
Where would you go though? For kids.
Just the rich areas.
Your target market.
I feel like we would go to Joburg and that's about it. Yeah.
Durban?
Yeah, why not?
Not me. I've got a vendetta against Durban.
And me, I don't like Durban.
I'm like AK. Well, no, I'm not like AK. He's died sadly. But there was a whole thing. He wasn't supposed to be in KZN, and he was in KZN. But we're not getting into that conspiracy.
No.
What's not even a conspiracy theory? Like, what's going on with that?
Just rumors.
What's going on with that investigation? Like, how can you murder someone in South
I think
Africa?
they found him, didn't they?
They get him.
I think so.
I don't think so.
That's what I heard.
I feel
Maybe
like-
again from
I
the
feel
bad
like
source.
nothing's been done.
Yeah. They're then still doing Senzo Mayiwa. How can they find AKAs?
Yeah, they're like, hey, 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years for...
Oh, here we
They
go.
find him.
KZN police have identified the suspects who shot and killed Forbes, and
Oh, really? So what, have they got anyone?
that was on the 25th of August. So
That's when I heard it. 24.
cops confirm gun used to kill AKA has been found. That was on the 7th of September.
Yo. But nothing has been done.
So if they've identified the murder weapon, they got to be close.
Well, I mean, there was a whole video of it. Like it wasn't like, we wonder what happened here.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's a gun.
You can see, there's the guy. There's the guy who looks away. Ugh, it's.
I hated that video. I didn't want to.
Ooh,
I didn't watch it.
I find that also, even all the stuff on Israel, Palestine, it's like, yo, it's heavy. Like I can't. And I mean, of course, imagine being there in that in Israel, Palestine region. Ooh.
Really tough.
Very jarring, very, very jarring. But another jarring member of society, Julius Malema. Malema. That's what they call him when they do American.
Julius.
There's a crazy leader in South Africa, Julius Malema. He's going to kill white people. Wow. I'm Tucker Carlson. Welcome back.
Juju again saying controversial things.
He just can't make up his mind. Someone needs to take his Twitter away
Did
from
you
him.
hear the video when he said about the load shedding?
No.
The Springboks. When the Springboks play and Siya Kolisi has the ball, there's no load shedding. Everybody needs to see this. But when matrics need to write exams, then there's load shedding.
Yeah.
And it just says, well, to be fair, that's a fair point.
That's a valid point.
That's a valid point. This, but the Springboks need to change the colours.
So Malema's come out, he slammed the Springboks as a symbol of white supremacy, and this was days after, showing big love. So he calls it Afrikaner pride. It's an Afrikaner property.
Yeah.
That's why the president of Afrikaners, Johan Rupert, received the Boko when he had the Springboks over. That's just because you're rich. When you're rich, you can do anything.
Anything. Yeah. He was drinking. He was drunk. I saw him there.
I drink till... Unfortunately, I've got a Springbok tattoo, so I have to take a stance against this. It's not racist. It can't be. And
Especially about
it's like the only thing that's brought South Africa together
I
in
agree.
the longest time.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think we should forget the history, but I think that it's the whole team has changed.
Transformation.
Well, it's like Verwoed saw Table Mountain. Must we take that down now as well?
Yeah.
Hey.
The whole backline.
That's a terrible...
I don't know about that one.
The whole backline of the Springboks is players of colour. Even the whole the front three in the World Cup.
I don't think he's got a problem with the Springboks. It's the emblem. So like
So he wants to change the emblem.
the literal symbol and the Springbok. And
So
then
what are you going to call it?
I mean, what will we be? Instead of maybe like the cheetahs. Or
the Sister Batinas.
that would be pretty good.
No, so but again, but this is Malema. He just whatever is going to draw the biggest. He's a genius because again, people talk about it, people make videos, and he's in the news cycle. Whereas like the DA and the ANC, they just don't occupy.
Yeah.
No one talks about. Or
I
they're complaining or saying
He stays relevant. Yeah.
John Steenhuisen, I did not recognize him. He looked completely different. I saw him out on TV.
What did he do?
What's wrong with him? What's happened?
He's just old.
Oh,
I think all the stress has aged him.
the stress will do that to you. It'll get you. No, old Steenhuisen. But Mac G's got like a great line where he's like, how are you going to change the perception of South Africa thinking that the DA is racist and a white party? And then he's like, by doing our jobs. And I'm like,
no one does their job.
I think they actually just have to form almost like a new party with the same members, or just change the name. Something.
The DA.
Yeah.
because
That is dangerous. Like, I don't know. But
I don't know. I feel like if they want to, I feel like they have to have a black leader in South Africa to appeal to people, and it's like the thing. Like I think everyone could objectively say that in terms of service delivery, the DA are better than the ANC, even if you add on the fact that they still probably underserve impoverished communities.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's still better probably than what the ANC do in general and to underserved communities. So it's very hard to, and again, that's not like a glowing review. I mean, how unexciting is that? That's not like, woohoo!
guys, they're not that bad.
Now I know who I'm
that
going to
bad.
vote for. But the problem is in South Africa, like, there's just such a low standard of what's been met that even like if you were to say you'd be scared of this or scared of that, the fact that you'd want the bottom line to be like, okay, at least let's
bare
get
minimum,
service delivery.
Yeah.
So if that's what the party's providing, then I find it like quite hard not to make a case that way. But again, like you're never going to appeal to South Africa at large, if you've got Papa Steenhuisen shouting at people, because that's jarring for people.
Yeah.
In the same way they
That's
see
true.
a German Shepherd as a police dog, that takes you back to 1976 for the large majority. And young people don't vote. So
Yeah.
they
I
don't
think it's
care.
going to be like a...
They're on the TikToks and the vape.
I think there's going to be like a combined party that's going to take down the
Coalition governments.
Oh, yeah.
They always chat
always
about
say
those,
that.
but
Same with the states,
Never
or like
gonna
an
happen.
independent party. Not that we have Republicans.
the Cape Independent parties,
I was about
those
to ask
ads
you.
are cuck funny.
Sure, and that
you-
lady with those eyes, she
She's
says,
scary.
What lady?
The vampire. It's vampires. All of them are vampires.
Would you
Cape Exit. Cape Exit.
would you love that? As Western Cape being a country on its own.
It basically is.
It is already. It is already.
You don't even think of how bad.
We have Sona once in a while, but otherwise, this is different here.
Yeah.
It is, but it is.
different. It is
Yeah,
different.
the rest of South Africa, potholes, more load shedding.
Yeah.
Cape Town is just
Cape Town's got its own load shedding schedule.
Huh?
Didn't you know that?
Is it the city of Cape Town?
City of Cape Town, yeah.
But isn't some parts city of Cape Town and some parts the national government?
Maybe that's what people complain about. That's like,
Oh.
yeah.
I
So
think that's why.
I know we got family that live in Pringle Bay and they're on Escoms. They're not
like
in City of Cape
directly in the
Town.
grid.
I don't
yeah.
know. You always hear it like, yeah, maybe if you live in town, load shedding's X, but then you live in Guguletu and it's more of a revelation when the lights are on.
Some parts of Cape Town don't have load shedding because it's too dangerous.
The area is too dangerous.
Yeah, so
Really?
Yeah, so
Makes sense.
I think in Mitchell's Plain, Tafelsig, they don't have load shedding because it's way too dangerous.
That makes sense, yeah.
So if you want load shedding to end, just get your
Tafelsig,
moderator.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That is scary,
Speaking
yeah.
of scary things, there's been a lot of high alerts in terms of traveling in South Africa, because I don't know if you saw a US person. I was going to say businessman, but maybe he's just a man. But so he got shot in Nyanga in the face in an attempted robbery, and there was also a British surgeon who actually unfortunately died
Got
in
murdered,
Nyanga.
The taxi strike.
During the taxi strike.
Yeah.
But the problem is, foreigners, not in a xenophobic way. You say foreigner in South Africa, people get antsy. And so they plot routes from Cape Town International Airport to wherever they're going. I think this American was going to Simonstown, and some of the faster routes take you through Nyanga. So they've been meetings with the city of Cape Town, Google, and to make sure that because Google doesn't know, it's just
just an area. Yeah.
No, I've been taken through some dodgy places by Google.
because it's just thinking time.
Yeah, this route is 5 minutes quicker. It's like, if you break down, that's an issue.
Yeah. So that's a big thing, a big problem. And then the N2 itself has been ranked as a super dangerous.
From the airport itself, that part of the N2. Or just the N2 in general.
The N2, the R300, I think over 200 crimes have been committed. Like stone, it's usually a stone gets thrown, and even the minute. This is just too good to be true. But the South African Transport Minister.
Who's that?
I don't know who it is.
Hey, you're gonna
Sindiswa Chikunga.
Okay.
Yeah. So take that and shove it up your butt. But she was robbed in a highway ambush. So no one is safe, even if you've got bodyguards there. Yeah.
I've seen like ministers driving convoy.
They do drive in convoy.
So
Have
like,
you seen those police motorbikes? Those are units. They're like,
Are you talking like that?
they're flipping. They're wide.
wide.
I saw like 5 of them yesterday. I don't know what they were coming from. Speaking of police officers,
Oh, yes.
the police force, South African police force, has recently signed with Planet Fitness and Virgin Active a deal. I think that the SAPS police officers get 20% off their membership.
whoa.
And they're going to do a fitness Wednesdays where they try and increase the fitness of the police force.
But shouldn't they be fit to be a police officer? Isn't that like...
Have you not seen the Mabena? Please disappoint me again.
But I thought Mabena was an army official.
Yeah, but you know.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. No,
You disappointed me.
yeah, you got to be able to run after the old criminal.
Yeah.
I feel like burglars especially, they're quite nimble. You know, cat burglars and all.
I've never seen a South African policeman pursue someone.
And me. They either have them or they don't.
They say, "Hey, I'm being robbed." They say, "Okay, we'll be there an hour and a half for your for your insurance." They take a police
Police
report.
officers should wear tackies and like running shoes. They can't wear boots.
Those heavy boots.
What?
Why? Even like security officers, they wear toughies.
Do you know what I want to see? Is SAPS to have a Strava account, and then I can see all the SAPS police officers' pace.
No,
and I want to be seeing 530s per kilometer. You know, I want to know that you can.
That sounds like a cry for help, Chloe. What's going wrong in your life? What are they Strava reports? What are they Strava reports?
It's very specific, though.
No, but also like, Planet Fitness and Virgin Active teaming up.
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Not me.
Must get them an Ignite so they can take their photos.
Yeah. There's some nice lighting. Yeah, lovely.
No, okay, good for them. Good for them. But there has been some good news around the police doing their job. Over 1 billion rand seized in drug seizures in October, and that's not cocaine with epilepsy. That is stolen drugs recovered. Mm-hmm. That sentence didn't make a whole lot of sense. But,
That's a lot, eh?
That's
Where
1 billion.
where was it recovered?
in South Africa.
South Africa.
No, but the thing about it is, like, I also feel like policemen do this to like just hype themselves up. So
I agree.
They get the drugs and then they put the market value through the roof. So like get a bit of cocaine off someone, just a banky there, and they say, "This is a 10 million rand bust."
But they don't bust a lot, eh? The police.
No.
They don't do a lot of bust ups.
Bust down.
I'm always
Tatiana.
interested, like when they get like a massive shipment of cocaine and they say that they get rid of it or burn it.
What do they do with
Surely, like if you burn cocaine, you're bound to get high.
I agree.
You know what I mean? How is a safe way to destroy
It's easier
that
to
much
snort
drugs?
it, is what I hear.
Imagine a group of policemen being like, "Well, fellas, you know we gotta do."
That's what we do with the homelessness problem. We get them in as sniffers. 2 birds with 1 stone.
What's the value of this bag?
Well, after that ridiculous statement, we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us again. Don't know what that voice was. In other news, matric exams are underway, and the Gauteng Department of Education is concerned about absenteeism. Apparently, there have been pretty high levels of matric students compared to other years not coming into class and
When
coming
you
into
know,
their
you know.
exams.
When you know, you know. You know if you know what's going on or not. When you know, you know.
You
Yeah.
don't know what you don't know. That's one thing I know.
If
Yeah.
you don't know,
You don't know.
oh, okay. I was going to say now you know. But anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
okay. I got it.
No, but the matric exams is such a anxious time. Like if
Yeah.
you've gone to a Model C school, a private school, and you're doping eyeball, your life is tough. But like if you really, like the majority of the country, up against it, load shedding, lack of resources, funding, all that sort of stuff. And now the worst thing about matric results for me, not even the exams, the results, is they're always like suicides after, and then the media cover that.
Yeah.
Very sad. A lot of pressure, but again, I can see it like people rather have missed the exam than failed
Then
the
actually,
exam.
yeah.
Which is not a great way to live life, but I verstaan.
Yeah. Well, a great thing that is available to matric students is the Second Chance Matric program, where you can go through them to write your exams. But it's tough. I mean, I don't understand if you maybe live in like a more upper class or you have more wealth and you're able to study, but for kids who are struggling with load shedding, they're studying by candlelight, there's no ways that you can be properly prepared for your exams. So yeah.
Do you think matric really prepares you for life or like university? So why would they?
I don't even think university prepares you for dick. Unless you go into and even then they're like, "Oh, you got to learn on the job."
Yeah.
The fuck was I doing for 5 years?
yeah. But then why do we put so much pressure on matric exams if it doesn't
Exactly.
like really like prepare you for university entrance, let alone like just
Yeah. Also, the most
Speaking
fantastic
facts.
thing, it's like, one day you have to put your hand up to ask to go to the toilet. The next day you must be an autonomous person functioning in the economy. Who are you going to ask to go to the toilet now? How do you go to the toilet? Am I weeing now?
Am I being now?
I made a wee in my pants because the teacher didn't tell me I could go. Oh, can I have some food now? What the fuck? Snack time.
I mean, it is still kind of like that
I
at the
wanna go back
office.
to school.
Like, I feel like you can't take unlimited pee breaks, and you definitely do have like a lunch hour. So, and you still bring your lunchbox.
If you need to go, you need to go.
Yeah, I don't know a single person that hasn't gone to the toilet when they need to go to the toilet in their adult life.
No, that's true. That's true.
I'm holding it. You just go to the toilet, say, sorry, quick one.
Yeah.
The thing you can't do is take multiple shits. People frown on that in the adult world.
Do you take shits in public places?
I have. I used to not.
Wait, what? In public?
No, I don't just shit on the floor. He's talking about public
Like
toilets.
Oh my god! I literally thought you meant like you go for a hike or something. You know?
No, that's disgusting.
Yeah. If I need to go, I go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same.
Chloe, Chloe puts toilet paper on the seat there. I just
That's
rack
true.
up the herpes. Yum, yum, yum.
You squat.
No.
That's really
My
hard to
man.
squat.
Yeah. If you need a crap, you must crap now.
But at least like clean it and stuff. Oh, we're taking a massive detour here. But anyway.
Yeah,
That
it's
is-
disgusting.
that is risky
So if you're in
business.
matric, good luck.
Speaking about risky business,
What's happening now?
Plett rage.
Plate
Ooh.
rage. Yeah.
I say that like I went. I didn't.
Did you go to Plett rage?
I did. I won.
You won?
I won the level. No, I just went it. It's nice if your parents pay, but if you're paying it out of your own pockets.
Oh, it's expensive,
How much
hey?
is it?
It's like $3,000.
I don't know, because
For
my
the-
parents paid.
Oh. But like for the how long?
Well, probably back in your day, it was
week,
probably about
yeah.
100. But
100 rand.
hey, you're so old.
That's so funny.
You can't even take the alumni pass. You're too old for
We
that.
weren't even at the... yeah. Everyone loves it. Oh, like, no, people are going to love this. They love it when I get bullied. When we had guests all the time, I got bullied. They'd gang up on me. And Chloe and them would gang up and just bully me.
Alumni. Why would you even buy that pass? Like you had your time.
Well, it's an alumni pass, but I'm really going there to alumni.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Do you remember that interview that happened during COVID of those group of guys, and they just found out that Plett rage
It was
is being
cancelled.
cancelled?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, so we were just body surfing, and then we get out the water and we're in the car park, and everybody says the Plett rage was cancelled.
It's done.
And I just couldn't O's came to party.
I was going to party. Let the boys party. Let the boys join.
boys play.
We're gonna
Let the boys play.
But anyway,
I personally, so I looked at the lineup, not that I'd go, but I think it's weird if you go over the age of probably like 20. But Belito Rage
is all the
looks, Belito Rage looks way cooler than Plett Rage
I
this
never knew
year.
there's a Belito rage.
yeah.
In Durban,
You see,
Yeah.
Cape Town is a different country.
Yeah.
Everyone,
We just chill here.
Someone said, do you want to hear something fucked up? Did you know there was malaria in South Africa?
Yes.
When? I know all like there's always like outbreaks of certain diseases, but surely it comes and goes. It doesn't stay.
The Anopheles mosquito.
The lady one.
Okay.
Hey.
Go off, queen. No,
Okay.
so in national news, South Africa has recorded over 7,400 malaria cases between Jan and October this year. Only 17% of those were from South Africa. But even that, I thought is too high.
That is.
And then I went deeper. Who has malaria? Of course, Mpumalanga.
that makes
Now
so
that
much
is also a
sense.
separate country.
Yeah.
I feel more closely tied to Eswatini than Mpumalanga. I at
The
least know
land
in
of the
Eswatini there's
vendor.
the blankets.
Yeah.
What happens in Mpumalanga?
Name me one city in Mpumalanga.
Mbombela. Nelspruit. Oh, we're cooking. We're cooking. They thought they were going to get me. Not today. Not
How could
today.
name me one city? That's what I asked you.
Yo, man, I watched, now this is what we're going to Google it after the episode. Nelspruit, not there.
Limpopo.
Limpopo is a province.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Season
But
else in
wait,
Limpopo.
oh my God.
You see, this
Nels.
happens all the time. But so, whilst Jadon Googles, I'll give you some more context. So, a lot of people got infected outside of the country. The usual hotspots, the ones I know of: Zimbabwe, Zambia, the usual.
Mozambique.
Mozambique.
That's big.
It's very sad there because, again, if malaria was in the West, no one would die from it. But in Africa, a lot of people die from it. So 66 deaths in South Africa from it, which is a lot. This year, yeah. We were losing our minds in COVID when
I feel like we did talk about this like 2 years ago about malaria outbreaks, but this is much higher.
Yeah.
That's really concerning.
No, and malaria is not a fun time apparently. Yeah.
Apparently, it's not great.
I haven't had, I haven't died of it before, but if I had, it'd be damning.
What's the symptoms and what does it do?
Fever, chills.
Oh, like a bad cold.
Yeah. I think
flu.
you're going to lose a lot of fluid.
Okay. No, I mean, if it can kill you, it must be.
What's the other? It's like it's a tsetse fly, and you get tick bite fever.
I've had that. Yeah. That'll get you.
Guys, I've got a big question.
Okay.
And a lot of people are wondering.
Question.
Okay, so ticks, obviously, right? And they cause Lyme disease. Why do all of these celebrities have Lyme disease? Like
because they're all on
Hadid. But how do they all get bitten by ticks? It's not that common.
They
to get
use
Lyme
it for
disease.
weight loss and then it stays.
Really? Cite your source.
Samuel. I don't
Mom's
know.
life.
Yeah. But no, so even the Department of Health has warned against pregnant women and children under the age of 5 to visit these sort of malaria endemic areas unless they take extra caution. No, we went on holiday to Mozambique a few years ago, many moons ago. I was with my other girlfriend, not my other girlfriend, my ex.
Huh? Hey now.
No comment.
We'll talk after this.
No, and then you're there, you're on malaria medication, and you've got the malaria bands too, and then like this 4-year-old will come up and he says, "Can I have a malaria band?" Not even begging for money. But you don't give it to him because you can't get malaria either. You're nuts.
That's so
no, you give it to him, but then you go buy more because you can't get malaria. It's not a good time. So no, very sad. Mozambique, what a beautiful country. What a sad country. We've got quite a few listeners from Mozambique.
Shout out Mozambique.
Yeah.
Shout out
malaria. But
we've actually got more good news.
What is it?
We've got
a lot of good news this pod, eh?
It's you, Jadon. I'm Jaded, you're Jadon, and Chloe's Chloe. So welcome to the show.
Maybe before some good news, we can do a bit of bad news, and then we will.
Okay, lay it on thick.
Yeah.
Like fish paste.
Okay, bad news first. Another Zimbabwean opposition MP has been abducted.
What do you mean another?
Abducted?
But why is it another? I feel like it should just be, this should be the first time.
2 weeks ago, an opposing MP, James Chidakwe, in Zimbabwe, was abducted and tortured. And now a CCC youth leader has also been abducted and tortured.
By the same people?
Maybe.
Who knows?
He was bundled into a car, tortured and dumped in the bush 30 kilometers out of Harare. He's now in a private hospital. Good for him. Being treated for several injuries. And the Zimbabwean government says, no, sir, we don't know about these abductions. We did not commit crimes. If someone commits a crime like an abduction, we arrest them because we are a government.
Zimbabwe is the Wild West. It really is. That is dark.
They could have just chucked this guy into a pothole. You'd never be seen again. I've never seen potholes
once you get down there, you're not going back.
Main road, like highway main road. Potholes the sides of like craters and traffic that just goes up onto the pavement and back down.
Yeah.
You're like, this is from another planet.
Yeah.
I feel like I sound like Joe Rogan talking about South Africa. This place is crazy.
You know what? My favorite Joe Rogan is when he does that impression of the bear. What?
He just goes,
have you seen it? Yeah, and he
it's terrifyingly accurate.
Like, it's really good. Like he goes like.
The only Joe Rogan podcast that I watched was the Pyramids.
The Pyramids.
What's that guy's name? The oldish guy with the glasses. What's his name?
Yeah.
Jeepers, I love that episode.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Pyramids.
The Pyramids.
How did they get there?
Do you
Slavery.
think that the Egyptians were like more advanced? You do?
I don't believe in aliens. So that's the only reason why.
You don't at all.
I think there's something other than us. I do, but I don't think like it's like aliens. I just think there's like another.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even believe in myself. How can I possibly believe in aliens?
I think the universe is way too big.
You think so, hey?
For us to be the
To comprehend.
But do you think the Egyptians, like, I just think that they were very advanced and they built these pyramids.
The only thing I know about the Egyptians, only thing I know about the Egyptians is that Cleopatra was a baddie. So I'm going to search.
Not
Did you
Have a
know
bunda.
that when a let me choke you that
Yo, Cleopatra. More like something that's a funny joke about a bum patra, you know. She easy with it.
Who is she? Was she Tutankhamun's wife?
King Tut? No, I don't know.
I don't know actually.
Or was
Gal
she,
Gadot played her or something.
Yeah.
Controversy.
Did you guys know that when the Egyptian king died, the rest of his family would be killed? So like his wife, his kids, his dogs, his servants, like everybody who lived in that house, it's your time to go too.
Why? Like, was
What
just the rule?
That's a toxic king right there. Yeah. I'm done, you done.
I mean, maybe they probably kept like a child around to continue the legacy. But like, imagine like your husband's on his deathbed, you're just thinking like, sure, hey,
Yo, I'd
fight.
prop him up there.
Fight.
Say, you can do it.
You're a fighter.
Give me 5 more years.
Yeah. Talking of dead things, Eskom has reported losses over 23 billion. That I mean, like
No.
I can lose like 100 rand.
No,
And even that would annoy me.
23 billion.
that's not even their debt. That's just recently.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
23 bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they ask where is it, they say they don't know. It's lost.
So what are they losing it
It
for?
just
Like, is it because of
disappeared.
like the...
I think diesel was a big part. They
Yeah.
were like,
What did I say last week? I literally said, because they were like, oh, load shedding is getting better. And I was like, no, you guys just burn through all of your diesel for these generation fleets. And that's going to catch up with you.
Yeah.
And then they released their report on Halloween. Aptly scary.
ooh, we have no money.
So what's the debt looking like if 23 bills, like just like a normal man?
Eskom's debt is rumored to be around 423 billion.
For the year? Or just like in general?
Just in
That is-
general, they just you know. So you think
The 23.9% loss was last financial year ending in March of
okay,
2023.
okay.
so? If you think of Manchester United being like reportedly like 8 billion to buy, you can buy 50 Man Uniteds.
With Eskom's debt.
I think,
Quick maths.
and you're still in trouble. And you're still so.
No wonder we in...
So the Saudi princes must stop their cuck. They don't need to buy a football team. Buy a country.
Come on, Saudi.
Buy a country. Promise. Come.
No, that's actually...
Come right
It's
in.
the first time I'm seeing this. This is not
Yeah.
good.
Dreadful.
No.
Dreadful.
No wonder we in a state of emergency with Eskom.
But they just need to privatize it. When I was reading through comments on the Daily Maverick article, everybody was
Your
like,
people love.
But if you
Yes.
privatize it, would the new owner then have to square that debt? Or is it just
Yeah.
fall
Yeah.
away?
probably.
You gotta, the money's the money. You can't. We knew here, so
I just wonder, like, who does Eskom owe this money to? It's a lot of money to even exist. Like, it's probably to a lot of other different countries.
it's just not real.
Yeah.
But it. Ba, 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 ba.
Have we got some good news coming?
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Florida man has been found. No, it is time for sport because
Sadly.
we're back in, and you know that's what the Left Back Sports podcast did. It covered sport, but now we brought that back into KETS for a little bit, little tidbits here or there. And the real good news is that South Africa is going to the Olympics.
The hockey team, yes.
The hockey team,
yes.
men
Well
and
done,
women.
Men
guys.
and women.
They don't play together, but they're going.
You know what
going.
they're saying?
What
I
a
was,
cra-
doing,
yeah.
I was doing money signs there. For
Yeah.
those of you who are
No,
listening.
the Egyptian, the men played Egypt in the final and they won 2-1, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a game shrouded in controversy.
It was like
video
a,
referrals.
like a Springbok game. Like
with
with
like
France.
10 million less people watching, but I think
The same energy, the same energy. Jen,
Yeah.
did you watch?
I did watch.
You
it was
watched,
a
yeah.
terrible
You-
game to watch.
But it was
as a
Yeah.
it was
supporter.
great fun. And
Yeah.
but so Egypt essentially claimed that they had been robbed because they had goals disallowed against them, and they were like doing all the money. The guys thought they were Didier Drogba in the Champions League. But someone on one of the WhatsApp groups that we on said, the man of the match gets a box of chocolates. How is South Africa affording to? What, are we bribing people in chuckles?
Oh, wow.
There is literally no ways. There's not even any money in South African hockey.
Yeah.
You know, how are we going to pay to get into the Olympics?
I think the Saskok.
Ooh, tasty. Sasok?
I think Saskok, the Olympic committee. Yeah, so they pay, I think.
Oh, nice.
To get us through to the Olympics.
That's nice.
But again, I'm just here. Don't quote me. Don't quote me.
Oh, no.
But the Egyptians, did you hear that one guy telling the other umpire, you Egyptian. You Egyptian.
Yeah.
So, like, what is he saying? Is he saying, you blow for us? Or what are you really saying? You are Egyptian. You are Egyptian.
My favorite is the ref, like, just trying to get everybody away from me. He goes, okay, stay there.
Yeah. No, the refs were atrocious.
No, they were.
Being a referee is really
hard.
a
That's
thankless job.
That's
why Wayne Barnes, he just said,
Wayne Barnes is out.
That's enough for me.
At the age of 45, Wayne Barnes has retired from reffing.
goals.
Shame, yeah. And it's come, I mean, a lot of refs do that arc. You ref the Rugby World Cup final and then you retire because you've achieved everything possible in the sport. But it also came amidst death threats, online abuse. For his... I view Wayne Barnes as a world champion. He's part of the Bokke.
South African treasure.
He should have been on the bus with us.
Put him on 100 rand. Wayne Barnes.
Sister Batina.
No, he can come work here whenever he wants.
Yeah, Uncle Wayne.
No, but I thought it was pretty fair. But they're always fair when you win. They suck when you lose.
Yeah.
That's how it
Always.
works. But
Yeah.
the Indian cricket team should be arrested after assaulting 11 South Africans in broad daylight. Oh, yeah.
I honestly thought we were going to win. Honestly, I thought, because I know we're not supposed to bowl first.
Impossible.
But I'm coming home. What's the score? I was working. What's the score?
Oh, yeah.
90 odd all out. I'm like, "Aye, bo."
No, it's
no.
And
No,
again,
it's terrible.
Chloe's claimed her moment. I'll have my moment. I said we were going to be deceptively good in terms of no one. I think very few people thought we'd get the semi-final.
Yeah.
I thought we'd get the semi-final, but I just think beating India in India is impossible.
You did say that on the left back.
And if we do it, fantastic. And I think this was the best thing that could maybe happen because we've had the fuck up. So
yeah.
if we do see them in a final.
Or we won't see them in the semi.
Maybe now because Australia, Glenn Maxwell with one of the greatest cricket innings I've ever watched in my life. Because I think they can still pip us. Because we have to play Afghanistan. They're no Muppets.
Ooh.
What did you say about India? Sorry, Chloe, to break you off. You said you had...
No. Sam was saying that I had an "I told you so" moment.
Yeah, I wanted my out.
I have absolutely zero opinion.
But again,
on cricket.
People also hate Bavuma. That's one thing. Yeah, I mean he's not playing well for sure. But as soon as anything like you get bowled out for under 100 or whatever, no one's made runs. Bavuma.
Yeah, that's him.
He's like, so no. Yeah. I'm still a big fan of Temba, and again. We will go as hard as we possibly can in terms of support. I just think India is for any team. For any when Jadeja comes on and the ball is turning like any balls, chop. Quick.
Nah, it's tough. It's tough.
And
but also other controversy. Angela Matthews.
Got timed out.
Yeah. That's terrible. Yeah.
So if you what a time cricket, what's going cricket's boring. For maybe. But you've got 2 minutes to get to the crease after a wicket falls as the new batsman and be ready to face the delivery. And he was there, but then something wrong with his helmet. He took it off.
Yeah.
They appealed. They gave him out, and it's just it's one of the best ways I think to like describe cricket. Like. That you can go out like in no other sport could that happen. Like you lose a wicket, like one of the Sri Lanka's best all-rounders ever.
That's terrible.
Is now Gonzo, and they were salty. They didn't shake hands after the match. They just, which I like. This whole sportsmanship thing is
Except when the Egyptians do it, then we don't like that.
No, I loved it. I thought
they didn't even put their medals on. I thought that was very.
I thought that was the best part of the whole thing. It was entertainment.
Nah,
that is true. That is true.
I don't like when they don't put their medals on.
in general.
Yeah.
But I also, having watched it, I feel like if I was Egyptian, I'd feel aggrieved. Especially by that one disallowed goal. Apparently,
I think the one where they said that it was a foot and like we could not see it at all.
But Bryce, friend of the show, South African video analyst, a good lekker mens, he was in the tower doing the video and he said it clearly hit the foot. Also, the South African appealed straight away.
Yeah.
So, you can't see everything on the video.
Yeah.
But,
different angles.
But if I was an Egyptian, I'd feel like... This is...
Yeah.
And they have one referral. I've never seen this, and I don't think you'll ever see this ever again in sports. So the umpire sends it to the video referral. The video umpire gives him what's happening. And the guy... Are you sure? He says, are you sure?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure? He's like, oh, okay. He's so going on.
Yeah, so... What an absolute mess. But anyway, I think that's enough sport. We now have to turn our attention to the best part of being a South African. Festive. 11 months of oppression.
Oh, I love it.
For just one magical.
Wow.
So
I've booked off half December.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm off on the 15th, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And so is everyone else. Thank you, Cyril. He's like an abusive partner, Cyril. Anything he gives us, thank you.
Thank you, Cyril.
Thank you. I love
December. Eh?
Any plans for December?
No, not
Just
that
get
I know
really
of.
wrecked.
Well, you never have plans December. I think. You just, go with the flow.
That's the plan.
There we go.
Yeah.
You just bounce from bride to bride.
There we go. But December now, we'll definitely go to the beach. See friends, brides.
I never believed in it until I was an adult, and then I literally went to I'm not even joking, I literally went to the shop to get butter or something.
Yeah.
And then I was in Camps Bay till 2 a.m. And I still had the packet of butter. And I was December. Because you just go with the flow. Go with the flow. You go with the It's
flow.
lovely.
If you have plans, you're lame.
What's your favorite thing about December?
Drinking.
Like a... Well, I mean, is there a favorite drink? Is there what's your favorite December thing?
A GNT, an Inverroche GNT. That just tastes like You don't drink, Jadon?
No, I don't.
Milkshakes though.
Well, milkshakes taste the same. I mean, July milkshake tastes the same to December milkshake.
But when it's really hot, I mean...
I do like watermelon in December.
Ooh, I love that.
Watermelon.
I just
it
love...
tastes different.
It's for me, it's the chilling without feeling guilty. It's the remorseless relaxation.
Yeah. I like
The first 3 days you feel like you should be working. Then you never want to work again.
Yeah,
It's beautiful. What are your December plans, Chloe?
Suntan. Love it. Suntan swim. Maybe an Aperol spritz. Suntan swim.
Sure.
That's just one day.
That's just a day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the next day the same.
Fuck around, do that for a couple of years, call that a life.
Call that skin cancer.
That's like...
Nivea sponsor us. Sunblock.
Nivea and Capitec. Coming up.
Yo, I want to get into a lotion grind. But
I bought you face serums and you haven't touched them.
But I'm talking head to toe black person lotion grind. For real. People are always
Smothered in cocoa butter.
Yes.
Why?
You smell great. You look great.
But you're sticky.
That is and I'm hairy.
No.
When last did you see a crazy hairy black person? Where you're hey, that ochre's hairy.
I don't think black people have that gene, to be really. No, I'm serious. I'm cancelled. Last episode.
Yeah.
I think you definitely
and
get...
architect van apartheid, Jadon Gideon.
No, I haven't seen a hairy black person.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so I think that's a big stumbling block for me in my lotion routine.
You just got
But
too
now
much
I
hair.
do look like I'm fucking 50.
You don't. Would you? Okay.
He was about to laugh.
I've got a
How old do you
question
think I am?
for
50.
Nah, not 50. You're just hairy. That's all. I'll just say you're a hairy person.
Yeah, you
wouldn't say you
definitely do
you
not
look
look
older.
50.
Someone called me a dirty Greek on TikTok.
Ish.
He's right.
Would either of you ever get Botox?
I would. I'm vain enough to do it.
I feel
I'm
like
vain
already I'm starting to get lines on my head. But then
Wrinkles are a sign that you've had a happy life.
do you know what? Best quote I've heard. It's everybody gets to be young, but not everybody gets to be old.
Aging is a privilege.
Wow. Aging is a privilege.
My favorite quote is, I love bad bitches. That's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like to fuck. I got a fucking problem.
Keep singing.
Pope Francis II, I believe.
I thought that it was
It's my favorite Bible verse.
That's a young man by the name of A$AP Rocky.
Rocky Myers, yeah.
Yeah, what a time. Do you have any overrated, underrated?
No.
Ooh, I love this.
We can make it up as we
Okay,
go.
ask me a few there, Jadon, and I'll give you a few. You say, you give me something, and I'll say if it's overrated, underrated.
I've got one.
Okay.
I got one for Jadon. Would you say that Plett rage is overrated or underrated?
What? Overrated. I'd say it's overrated.
Okay.
Underrated means you should go and like experience it. Nah, overrated.
I think it's overrated if you think you're gonna like bang a lot. Like you think, you're not.
I've never
probably.
been though, but just from the outside, it just looks
Yeah.
overrated.
I also think like just to drop, minimum 10,000 rand on a week. Like you could go. Maybe not overseas.
Let's go golfing.
Maybe not overseas.
No, you
but
can definitely have a good holiday.
a good holiday, yeah, where you're not surrounded by
Teenagers.
Yeah. I don't know.
Walking on a dream.
Overrated, underrated.
We are always searching for
Chloe.
love it.
Okay.
Watermelon.
I thought you were gonna say it's Chloe overrated.
Perfectly rated.
Perfectly
The
rated.
perfect treat on a summer's day. Only thing is those seeds. Not a big
you
fan
enjoy
of
the
them,
seeds?
but I do love doing with like who can spit the seed the furthest. I would always do that with my cousins.
The
Have you
last
ever done
time I
that?
thought severely about watermelon, I had an erotic dream about Harry Styles. Watermelon sugar.
So overrated.
No,
Underrated.
perfectly rated.
Oh, perfectly rated.
Yummy. No, we're just joking. But unfortunately, we've got we're not even joking. There's load shedding. So everything's going to switch off. So we've got to switch off. Say goodbye. Say good thank you. Say thank you. And do all the social media stuff. I've said it so many times, you know what it is. Please, leave a review. Leave a review. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Jadon,
Danko.
for joining us.
Yes.
It was lovely.
If you want Jadon back on the pod, type in all caps, I want Jadon back on the pod. If not, we're going to
And
get
give
him
your
off.
phone number.
I quite like Justice for Jadon.
Justice for Jadon.
Okay,
We'll
see you guys
time.
next week.
Cheers.
Bye.
Oh, yes, bye.